So the other day, I was walking through Walmart with my son, and all of a sudden he started yelling, "Happy Nappers! Happy Nappers!" And I thought, what in the world are you talking about? And he said, "Happy Nappers!" And so then I looked up at the shelf that he was pointing to, and what did I see? You guessed it, Happy Nappers! What? I took an even closer look, and what did I see? It's an as seen on TV item. And I thought, kid, I sure like your style. I don't know where you get it, but I like your style. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. My channel is dedicated to reviewing mostly as seen on TV items. I look at some consumer gadgets, other household items. Once in a while, I do a little bit of a DIY just because I like to. If that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down the description for my social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now, let's take a closer look at these Happy Nappers to see what they're all about. Let's unbox our Happy Nappers that we purchased for about $30 from our local As Seen on TV shop. Those are just some directions. And then here is our Happy Napper itself. The one that I have here, it looks to be like a shark, and these are bubbles all over it that you can see. So I'm going to take it out of this bag, go over the instructions. I will wash it prior to use, so let me go set that stuff up right now. Here's our shark friend. It's actually a pretty good size. I'd say it goes about 2 foot around. He's got his dorsal fin up here. I was able to take this thing apart. The tail and the head are of this fuzzy and this is actually plush, so it's like a stuffed animal. The rest of it is almost like a cotton sheet, right? And there's a pretty thick zipper here, and then that same cotton feel on the inside. On the tail, it gives us our washing instructions. We can machine wash cold and tumble dry low. So I'm going to go do that right now, and then we're going to test this thing out and see how it works. To prepare our Happy Nappers for wash, I did unzip it, and I'm glad I did because there was a silica packet that was inside, and I'm going to stick this whole thing in there. I've got some gentle detergent, a quick wash. Here we go. So our Happy Nappers is freshly washed, and as you can see, the material is still soft and comfortable. It's not matted down anywhere. Like I said, I did a cold wash, a tumble dry low, and it came out clean and refreshed. And I really like that. Now, part of this is marketed as a stuffed animal. And if you look at this, it says, you know what? That does look like a cute stuffed animal. You should know that it's about 18 inches wide and maybe 20 plus inches tall. And for those of you that, you know what, that doesn't make any sense to me, don't tell me numbers, show me. Well, let me show you another popular stuffed animal toy for kids that's been released recently in comparison to the Happy Nappers. All right, so here is my Starbelly Dreamlight. And as you can see, the Happy Nappers realistically dwarfs it. It's 4 or 5 times the size of the Starbelly Dreamlight. So, tell me, have you heard of Happy Nappers? They sure are cozy. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. So you might be saying to yourself, you know what? I don't care that it's a big stuffed animal. I didn't buy it for a stuffed animal. I actually bought it because I wanted a sleeping bag for my kid. And I was thinking, you know what? Makes sense to me. If your child is in a childcare or a daycare setting where they do naps, this is actually a really good idea because not only is it a sleeping bag, but it has a built-in pillow. And that's huge for kids, having that all-in-one. Plus, when they're done with it, they can just wrap it all right back up, and there you have it. Speaking of wrapping it up, I want to show you real quick the steps to wrap up your Happy Napper into its stuffed animal form. So we're all done using the Happy Napper as a sleeping bag, and we want to turn it back into a plush stuffed animal. So the first thing we do is we actually flip it over so it's face down. Once it's face down, we're actually going to take this end right here. There's a snap here and a snap over here, and we are going to pull it up and snap it to the back of the head. So let's do that. Here's what the snap looks like up close. Step 3 is probably the easiest one of all. We are just going to flip it over. Now we are going to take the material of the sleeping bag and stuff it down into the tail, but be careful not to be too forceful as you can pop the snaps on the other side. You can see that the snap right here lines up with the snap on the flipper, so you just snap them together. And just like that, you're done. In this video, we were looking at the Happy Nappers. It's from the company that gave us the Snuggie. All right, so what do we think about Happy Nappers? Well, the stuffed animal portion is really soft and cozy and comfortable, and that's important, right? My son loves to hold on to it. Now, let's talk about the sleeping bag part. It's a great idea, but in my opinion, it's too small. My son is only 3. He does fall into the 99th percentile, so he's a little bigger than most kids his age, but he felt it was too tight. And when I looked at it, it almost looked like he was a mummy. He was just wrapped up real tight. And I know he didn't like that. So for him, no good. Anyway, so if you have a younger child or one that's a little smaller, this may be something that they like. They do have other different animal types and different shapes and colors, so that's something that you can look into. But I know at least for me and my son, this is not something that he likes on a regular basis as a sleeping bag. However, he does love the plush stuffed animal and he uses it as a pillow. If this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. I wanted to give you a side-by-side view of my son's regular sleeping bag to the Happy Napper. Now, the Happy Napper measures 18 inches from one side to the other, and about 40 inches from just where the pillow is all the way down to the tip here of the tail, because your feet can go into this part too. So it is smaller than a typical child-sized sleeping bag, just so you can see the differences there. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review of the Happy Nappers. You know what? Not that long ago, I actually reviewed another plush toy for kids, and this one is called the Star Belly Dreamlights. And other than being a battery hog, this is a pretty cool toy. But you know what? I'll let you watch the review right up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link it here, and by the magic of the internet, if you click right here, I'm going to join you at that review. So go ahead, click it. It's safe. I promise.